Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to Gdansk, Poland. This is the fountain of the legendary Neptune, and this is the old town walking street. Totally different atmosphere and totally different vibe what I showed you probably in the past few days, the first days in Poland, because this is the Gdansk, one of the biggest and major cities in Poland, and very important and very beautiful, considered as the same beautiful as the Krakow. However, many more people coming to Krakow for many various reasons, but this one is also very interesting, and it's also with the access to the Baltic Sea. And this is the old town in Gdansk, which is totally different to what I showed you before, but this is one of the biggest towns, the biggest cities in Poland. You can see so many international visitors here from all around the world, and the beautiful architecture, obviously considered as the walking street, European walking street, so the cars are not allowed at all. And on the sides you can find interesting shops, restaurants, and also many of those restaurants, they having a park where you can sit outside the building or you can sit inside the building, depends of the the weather conditions. And it's big, actually it's really big. Check this out. I just want to show you a little bit of the side of the street, of the architecture. How cool is this? This is something what is only in Europe, basically. You only can find in Europe. This is also very important town in Poland, because in northern Poland, in Gdańsk, Solidarność was started, which is the ex-former president Lech Wałęsa. They made as the communism in 1989 was collapsed together with the Eastern Bloc, together with the part of Germany actually, like Leipzig or half of the Berlin and Berlin Wall. This is thanks also to the major role of the people here in Gdańsk. Not many people talk about that because I don't know why, but a lot of my friends from Asia, especially, they coming often, flying to Warsaw obviously, and going to Krakow perhaps, sometimes Wrocław, which I'm gonna visit Wrocław probably. But Gdańsk, it's very similar to Krakow, and it's very important through the history, obviously Krakow also, but Gdańsk also facing the Baltic Sea. It's just northern part of Poland, definitely worth to visit. And also there is the old harbor. There's actually really a lot of things to show you, so get ready for the long video today. This building is actually Radisson Blue Hotel recently, very nice looking. People making pictures, not gonna distract. You're gonna get a pizza perhaps sitting over here, and then you're gonna pass through this one, and there will be the canals of the harbor. Yo, what's up? People are generally happy. A lot of people say be careful when you film in Poland, because we have some rule as we cannot film people, but if they don't want, so they have to come to me and say I don't want to be on the camera. But so far nobody complained. Oh, I can hear some performances there. Those street performances is something what I missed more than I thought. Really. Here we go. That's the bridge here with the river. It's busy actually for the off-season. Second half of September is busier than I thought. This is the newer building, obviously refurbished, and there are a lot of big groups with the tourists. Not sure where they're coming from. Maybe they are Polish, maybe not, but this is it. So happy to be here actually. Also there are so many small little alleys there. I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of the river here. So cool. And of course there's so many restaurants where you can get there. Like this one, the Riverside. Everybody will speak English here. Actually, there's a lot of people from all around the world, and you can enjoy everything over here. So cool. And the continuation is going more and more further. Interesting fact, I never been in Krakow, to be honest. Well, I'm from Poland, but I used to travel across the world, visited more places outside Poland than in Poland, which is a little bit shame, but I'm changing it. I'm exploring right now as much as possible. Never been in Krakow. Maybe I'm gonna go, maybe not. Probably not, but next time perhaps. Either way, I heard and I read somewhere as the old town and the walking street in Gdańsk are bigger than in Krakow. Worth to consider, to visit Gdańsk perhaps. And honestly, I'm surprised as there are so many groups with the people. And I saw people already from all the continents and any nations here. However, the restaurants outside are slightly empty. This is probably due to off-season, like I said already. If you come here end of June, July, August, it's gonna be packed. It's probably not gonna find even the empty table to sit there. But right now, if you come early June or late September, the weather is still beautiful, and still you can find a lot of space actually, and it's not that super crowded. From the main walking street you can find small alleys like this one, and find a lot of cozy restaurants, little alleys where you can walk. All is very old here. There's some smaller hotels like 3-star hotels like this one, and you can get closer. This is the Basilica of the Saint Mary in Gdansk. In case if you like the old architecture building, historical, and you like, going to the places inside and the museums, definitely place to visit. That's inside the basilica here. Have to be quiet. But wanted to show you a little bit. That's how does it look like. Super big and super old. Gothic style, Gothic architecture actually. Like this one. So cool. Also, if you would like to learn more about the history and culture, it's highly recommended to buy the city tour with the English guide. Plenty of them, because I heard already in Mandarin as well and other languages, and then you can learn. But I know I have a mixed audience and I also have a limited time, so I prefer to show you a little bit around rather than talk so much about the history. Also, as you're walking here on the main street, you're not gonna find any kind of McDonald's, KFC, Burger Kings or any other branded fast food chains like sometimes you can find anywhere elsewhere, except Starbucks, because it's actually here, but they are always everywhere, those people from Starbucks. But of course, if you want to have a McDonald's or something because you're hungry and you don't want to try anything new, I understand. And you can find anywhere elsewhere in the big cities or even smaller cities, just outside the old towns. Old towns are here to compare to the other places around the world, totally fully dedicated to the traditional stuff. Alright, if you're crossing this bridge is the downtown, and that's where I'm going. Downtown is supposed to be a little bit newer and modern. Maybe you're gonna find something interesting. Well, actually, that's a lot of exploring. Maybe here is very more people. Anywhere's everywhere you can find restaurants, hotels, and everything. And beautiful architecture. Of course, this may not suit everybody. I totally understand that, but this is very Central Europe architecture, and a lot of historical things. Oh, nice place, tavern here. Basically, these apartments here, they're looking very nice with the glass balcony, but I can imagine the prices here actually. Still, Poland is affordable anyways. Oh, you have, I don't know, Chinese, Korean restaurants. Restauracja chińska, this is Chinese restaurant. Here you go. That's the some buggy for this one. They're doing also a lot of renovations here. You see, like this one. You can find also Asian fusion restaurant, Polish one, and anybody who likes burgers, steaks, and everything. Don't worry about that. You're gonna find a lot of places like this one. And if you like to drink, like this one, cocktail bar, just in the middle, you can find plenty of places. And also cities facing the Baltic Sea, you're gonna find a lot of restaurants where they're selling fresh fishes, either ocean fish or even sweet water fishes. So you should try also. One of the restaurants, and that's the prices, of course, you can calculate, exchange yourself rate wherever you're coming from. Everybody who likes beer, Tyskie is one of the most legendary beers in Poland, and you can just enjoy. But I cannot drive and drink in Poland and most of the places in Europe, but especially in Poland, so I cannot have it except the alcohol-free. They have also a lot of radlers, by the way. I could try, but I don't know if they're selling here or not. Oh, that's the bar mleczny, which is also like comfort food. Check this out, how's it look inside, very cool. You can choose like a nasi campur in Bali. As you ask what you want, they're gonna put on the plate for very affordable price. We have it like this one. I should make a dedicated video for the food outside, actually. Oh, look at this restaurant, very beautiful with the bar. Check this out. Actually, I am impressed and shocked as Poland have places like this one recently. Look at this bike. That's like a kind of Viking bike, so cool. And this is the another mini harbor here, basically on the rivers. There is very old ship somewhere. I forgot where is it. On this side or on the other side? Definitely I have to find. So you can dock your ship perhaps if you are coming or leaving in Poland. And I don't know where is the ship. I'm gonna find this, but I wanna say something before I'm gonna go there. This is actually the other entrance, and it's also a lot of steel refurbishments like this one here. They really want to make everything looks beautiful and clean because it was destroyed and old, as we know. All right, I'm gonna walk here with the Riverside. As you can see, actually a lot of very modern, very nice, very fancy, very beautiful looking places to eat facing the river. This is just something what many people, how to say, many of you guys and many other people, they didn't have a imagination in Poland and Gdansk or any place in Poland can look like this one because of due to the history and due to the past, everything was destroyed due to the many wars and everything, of course, obviously, but also because many people left Poland in the 70s, 80s, 90s due to the era what was, it's a kind of, topic what people don't really like to talk, but also a lot of history books telling you that it was like, this is actually true, this is totally true, of course, but Poland since last 35 years after the 1989 when the communist era collapsed, changed really a lot. Of course, it took a lot of time because this was so hard, but it's changing a lot for better. And but I'm in Poland, that's why I want to show you a lot of as much as possible from the big cities and of course from the countrysides where I'm coming from, obviously. So you may enjoy, and maybe if you like, you may change the total imagination of Poland. What you know, or maybe perhaps you know because you visited recently in the past few years and you may enjoy. Also, I think due to the renovation on the other side of the river, as they start renovating everything now after off-season, they moved the old traditional galera somewhere where I'm trying to find, but overall the restaurants left here, and when the next season comes, fall, both streets gonna look pretty the same, cool. But I'm still trying to find where is it. I hope so I'm gonna find somewhere. Oh, vice versa Italiano, nice place for the pizza perhaps. But I'm in Poland, I'm not gonna eat much pizza. However, some ship is over there, but I don't know where is the galera because I remember it was recently somewhere here, just literally somewhere here. Also, here is the American restaurant perhaps if you would like to try something. You can find many things in Poland basically. As American restaurant, and next to it is chleb i wino, which is mean bread and wine, which is like a very traditional thing in Poland, wine and bread. This is it in a lot of restaurants, and that's the little bit of the old town again. I'm still looking for the ships. Super beautiful weather. It's 27, 28 degree, even it's middle of September, a lot of people going out. This is Monday when I'm filming this video, so it's not even Sunday. Probably on Sunday will be even busier. So it's actually pretty busy, but it's also beautiful weather. And of course we have 4 seasons when it's late autumn, and of course the early winter where there is so much rain, not much snow yet. Of course it's grayish, but overall Polish towns and Poland in general is very colorful. As you can see, I'm not photoshopping these colors. This red building is the whiskey in the jar, and this is the area of the old harbor. Now the harbor moved to the Gdynia, which is like somewhere nearby still, but the newer. And this is the very old port harbor crane and the old town. Goldweiser, this is still German name. This was of course during the Prussian town, and that's one of the big ship and the modern catamarans. I just don't know where is the galera. I think they moved somewhere. Okay, I double checked the pictures. When you type Gdańsk on Google Maps, you can actually see the pictures of the galera. It's used to somewhere be here with the old port crane, but it's moved due to the renovation. They do increase some renovations, they even closed the road there. But either way, I would like to making a noise. I would like to show you a little bit of the, yo, what's up? a little bit of the architecture of all of those buildings here, and there are restaurants on the bottom. This one is actually really cool. You may like it or not, but somehow I missed a little bit of those vibes, to be honest. Also, Gdansk was established in 750 years ago, in 1263 or something like that, get the city rights. So it's just simply very old, plenty of history. If you don't want to walk and you are tired, you can just hire this car and you can have a city tour perhaps, or have a ice cream, a whiskey in the jar. Perhaps if you're just interested about having some beverage, definitely that's the place for you, next to the water, you know. That's the vibes. Where is it? There is like a little harbor. Maybe actually I'm gonna find something here. Here we go. That's the modern boats, but also some little wooden one. I don't know where is it. Nice catamaran. I mean yacht, basically. Some old wooden boats, whatever you call them. Plenty of flags, modern yachts. But where is the old ship? And that's also this one, this building. The new one is the Holiday Inn, perhaps, if you would like to stay around. Nice view, actually, very nice. And there is the old traditional Hotel Gdansk. It reaches 5-star, actually. In this building, totally something different. You can also find the people kayaking here, and of course they having a yacht, and there's somebody over here have a yacht with the Death Row, scary name, and owner is there. Here is perfect example. One of the buildings was destroyed. It was looking basically like this one, which you can see it's falling apart. It was fall apart. They building the brand new construction, the solid, but they're gonna end up with the very similar, like a red brick architecture. They're not gonna make something totally different. They're gonna make it looking like this one perhaps, which is looks old but is brand new. And that's the view of the central town, which is actually behind the Basilica of St. Mary. It's definitely less popular, more quiet, but still very interesting and beautiful, worth a try to visit if you have time. It's just from the other side of the Basilica. I showed you a little bit inside, however I couldn't talk inside. So that's the little fountain. Gonna stroll around. There is the basilic, and I found this. This is the where you can find so many interesting stuff. A little bit I will show you. This one here, they're selling the bursztyn, which is the amber, which is super popular delivery in Poland, made from the burn raising trees, the same trees what you saw yesterday where I filmed yesterday's video. Basically from these trees the juice is coming and making them hard. You can find in the ocean, in the Baltic Sea, and then the people making a delivery. And this is like a super old street full of delivery actually. Here from the amber, from the bursztyn, North Amber, as you can see. You could get inside as well. That's the actually entire amber street. If you're interested into the stuff like this one, you can find here. And this is like a central town. I'm gonna have a coffee in one place in central location. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna have a coffee here with at the front of the Neptune fountain and this building and this one. So it's super central location, and I'm gonna show you the prices. So if you wanna have a pint of beer, it's gonna cost you 16-17 Polish zloty. And if you wanna have a coffee, it's gonna cost you cappuccino 18 zloty. So you can calculate, and also pierogi and any other stuff. Everything is here. If it's affordable or expensive, you can let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna enjoy waiting until it's gonna be darker. So I wanna show you this place at night. By the way, this fountain is around 400 years old fountain. You can read a little bit of the history over here. It's coming probably from 1606, between 1606 and 1615. My coffee arrived, but check the size actually. There's the sparkling water overlooking the views. Oh, like this one. And then fountain is already like pretty late, but still busy. I'm gonna show you later a little bit at night. And one thing, coffee in Poland is really strong. Cheers, guys. It's nearly after sunset. I moved somewhere else. This is the map of the old town in Gdansk. There's another small street with the very old building and the restaurant, but the building looks like this one. They made it restaurant, and there's something at the front of me. Not sure what is it. I will quickly Google it about this one, and I'm gonna tell you. But this is part of the old town in general. Basilica of Saint Nicholas, which is actually the church, and this one normally is like a street food little bit, but it's off season. Like I said, you have food trucks, and this is actually the gates of the old market, which calls Hala Targowa, which means basically traditional market. Like I said, Hala Targowa, which means market in simple words, like this one with the tower here. There's a lot of old buildings in general. I think this is another church in the background, and inside is closed actually, but just wanted to show you a little bit like this one inside. I don't know if it's operating or not, maybe, probably yes. Basically in the background you will have a church, and there in the very far in the background you already see the brand new buildings and the modern city. If I will have a time, I will show you the modern part of Gdańsk, but this one was the old one, market, and I'm gonna come back to the central location. It will be already dark. Another little streets and alleys, and this building at the front looks actually very spectacular. It's recently, I mean, not sure if it's recently, but it's refurbished. It looks very nice. It's from 1606, and this is Great Armory. And you have to agree, as this looks really decent. When I'm getting closer, I'm trying to show you as best as possible, but wait for the main gate. From here you can see very nicely, as you can see, 1605, and it's like this one. It's very nice. It all depends if you like the old architecture and a little bit of the historical buildings or not. It's nearly dark, and I just wanted to have a little walk around to show you the vibe when it's getting dark, when the lights from the restaurants appear. You can see the city hall in the background. Very similar shot what I've made this afternoon. That was around 3:34 p.m. Now it's around 7 p.m. It's still bright, but just wanted to show you very nice cozy vibe. This is where the people from Gdańsk, obviously, Polish people enjoy their time afternoon, but also the visitors from all around the world. Definitely getting quieter at night instead of getting busier like in some places. It's getting a little bit quieter, but it's very cozy, I could say. Basically the old towns like this one is the great place to find the best restaurants in the big cities in Poland. You shouldn't be worried at all to try the stuff, but this one, for example, is an Italian restaurant serving international food. You can find a lot of places and things to do. Beautiful view. Going to leave the old town. This is the Golden Gate in the background right now, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of the modern town, which is basically just outside the gate. That's the parking area where I left my car, and that's the part of the gates to the old town. Basically you can find so many old architecture here. I think they are from the Baroque era. All of those buildings now transform into government offices or the bank like this one perhaps. That's the main gate here also, and then just outside of it gonna be modern town. When it's modern town, a lot of is going on. We have trams as the public transportation, main streets like this one, underground pass, and the performances, of course, and the modern buildings like this one, and the traffic lights, and the malls in the background. Generally, really a lot is going on, and the tram stations is there actually. So this is it, and the guys playing, and the gate. When I'm in Poland, I'm obviously driving a car wherever I go, but if I will have more time, maybe if I will live here, I will show you how the public transportation and everything works for sure, and I will cover all major cities in Poland. However, for today I just wanted to show you the old town of Gdansk, and I have to go home because I have around 120 kilometers to go back, around 1.5 hour drive. It's going to be dark already, and also my parking is finished in 5 minutes because obviously you have to pay for the parkings here. So yeah, it's 5 Polish zloty per hour. It's not a big deal. But this is it. Also, I read somewhere as this parking area, somewhere here, is transformed into Christmas market during the winter. This one is actually super cool. So Poland is also a cool place to visit during the winter. I hope so I could show you one day during the winter because it's totally magical place. Like in many other European countries, if you go to Poland, Germany, you will see a lot of stuff like this one. These lights were in this building, that's the theater, and behind this one you have a Mercure Hotel, and yeah, basically later on everywhere there are stars for Christmas. Next time when I come to Gdańsk city, I will show you the Sopot and maybe Gdynia by the Baltic Sea side, where is the beach and where is so many promenades, and maybe this stuff is more interesting for you rather than the old towns, aka rynek in Polish language. Let me know which one you actually prefer, what would you like to see more, or maybe perhaps you don't mind whatever I show you, you will watch. Meanwhile, thanks you so much for watching, listening. I hope so you enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow on next video. See ya, take care.